Okay, I was thinking maybe I wouldn't do this anymore, but there's only 3 episodes I have left to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get through the next 2 and then the finale. So, today I'll be reviewing, Season 6, Episode 18, Burn This, and, yeah. It's hilarious. Hannah speaking for the audience. I barely know the guy's first name, and now Allie's married to him. Talking about, of course, Elliot Rollins, which is, he's obviously awful, but anyway. And then Hannah eats that cake, and she's like, or she's about to eat the cake, and Arya's like, Hannah, that fork has lipstick on it. And she's like, ooh. It's like, where did you even get that cake? Bridal showers are awful. I'm sorry. Whoever came up with the idea of that, well, actually, I looked it up, and, the start of it was pretty sweet, but, like, yeah, it had to do with dowries and blah, 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 and it's like, why are we still doing this? Because we don't do that anymore, so I'm not sure what the deal is. A somehow put pictures of, like, threats into Arya's camera. You can tell how excited I am about this. And here's the shusher part, the theme song. And who was the shusher? I'm pretty sure it's Spencer this week. This time. Yes, Spencer is the shusher. I forgot to look what color nail polish she had on. Hold on. She's sort of wearing white nail polish there, too. I think they all are in that scene. And then Peter Hastings is there. And Spencer's dressed like some sort of Irish tartan schoolgirl headmistress thing. Like, she's got on this plaid suit. And her hair's half up in a half ponytail thing. It's crazy, but of course she looks really awesome. Troyan and Keegan both did a fantastic job, like, with this flashback scene. And, like, her dorm room looks so depressing. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, Tudley, Spencer, and Toby are gonna get back together, and Caleb will get back together. I mean, it just seems obvious. So Hannah doesn't want to do this shower because she's still in love with Caleb. Like, it's pretty obvious. And, like, I mean, I wouldn't want to have a bridal shower regardless, but, like, Hannah would want to have one, but she doesn't, like, because of, you know, she loves Caleb. Arya looks like she's dressed for a safari. I'm just gonna say it. She looks like she's getting ready to run from dinosaurs on Jurassic Park. I think I might be the only one that's, like, super, super happy for Arya, like, getting this, job as a writer. Like, I'm a writer, and, like, she's gonna be a published author. I'm so excited that she's, like, getting her dream. And, like, you know, people have said, like, these, girls they've come a long way since they're, like, so young. Like, they have jobs of, like, 40-year-olds. But actually, that's, you know, like, Arya's just an assistant at a publishing company, so she doesn't have, like, a huge job, and, you know, so, yeah, they're kind of at the starting points of these careers, so they're not really, like, way ahead of what a normal person would be. I mean, they are kind of, because they're only 23, but still, you know, they're not way ahead, and Arya, like, getting this book deal, that's kind of, I don't know, I'm happy for her, but she was just an assistant, so it's not like she had some big, you know, major adult job yet. What's a pink drink? Emily talking about Ashley, she's like, pink drink? And everybody went nuts on B. Radley Van Cullen. Pink drink! And then she hears that obnoxious sound of the giant truck thing. I love this scene. Caleb is trying to get a room at the Radley, and he says, I'll just stay in a broom closet. Ashley goes to see what's up, and they have a moment, and it's just like, I love Cashley. Like I said, like, there's no way him and Spencer could work out as well as him and Hannah, because the Hastings do not love Caleb the way that Ashley Marin will always love Caleb. I mean, Ashley Marin is team Caleb 100%. And she's team, like, Mana, or what is it? Vandermeeren? That's the one that makes the most sense. Vandermeeren. Yeah, she's team Vandermeeren for sure. Like, 120,000%. But anyway. Well, actually, she's more team Caleb. She's always been team Caleb since, like, the second day she met this boy. So, yeah, I'm like, yeah. I love Cashley. Ashley sighing after Caleb leaves, just like all of us. Like, man, I wish they would get back together. Ezra's explaining those whistle tips. So, anyway, go listen to Birds Watch Parallel too. They are funny. But anyway, especially this episode, it's funny. But anyway, this is like one of those times where me and Ezra are completely 100%. Like, he's like, that's annoying. And Emily's like, they're making that noise on purpose? And I'm like, welcome to my world, honey. Like, I live in the country, and, like, people, like, revving their engine, like, vroom, like, oh, I'm so cool. I want everybody in, like, a mile radius to know, like, please, please, please pay attention to me. I'm so insecure. Listen to my loud vehicle. Oh, it's so awful. And Ezra says this is a desperate plea for attention, and it is. And, yeah, me and Ezra agree on something, so that's weird, but still, you know. I mean, me and Ezra got the writing thing going on, but I hope I'm not, I don't know, he's, like, bad at it, I think, but anyway, like, yeah. Toby popping in the door, like, we remember Toby just coming in Spencer's door, I love it. Spencer's dressed like a jockey. A lot of people were, like, mad that Toby, like, punched Caleb, but it's like, he doesn't know that Caleb's doing this to protect them, and, like, from his perspective, it's not just about Spencer, which it kind of is. That's probably, like, one thing, but, like, you know, it's not just that he told something. It's, like, he is actually friends with Toby. He's actually friends with Yvonne, like, of all the things. You know, it's, like, if you really look at it from Toby's perspective, it's, like, seriously. And Toby is, like, giving him a chance over and over to, like, deny it, and Caleb's not, because, you know, he has his reasons, but it's just like, Caleb's being a wonderful person, but, like, you know, Toby doesn't know that, so it's just, like, from his perspective, it's like, why would you do that? Like, are you really, like, that different than you used to be? Like, what the heck? We just went fishing last week. But anyway, Emily and Hannah decorating Lucas's loft with staples, mind you, putting holes in his wall, but, he's probably like, what the heck? Why are these holes in my wall? And these, like, hideous, like, paper mache, like, bells. It's so awful. But anyway, yeah. Ugh, I would hate to have one of these things. Please, just don't ever. Like, I don't know if anybody I know personally, like, listens to this, but don't ever. I don't want any showers of any sort for a wedding. So, yeah. And then Ashley comes out, and she can't figure out it's like a smart loft, which is a thing that'll come up later, but Ashley, everything she says, if you watch this episode again, everything Hannah is accusing Ashley of is basically Hannah projecting, like, her own self. She's like, every guy I've dated since Caleb, you've compared to Caleb. And, like, what she's saying is, I've done that. I mean, she really has. And, like, girl, I'm there right now. Don't even front. I know what it's like. And, you know, why wouldn't he? You know, why wouldn't she? Because Caleb's amazing, but it's just like, you're projecting it onto Ashley, and Ashley's probably like, yeah, I am. I do compare every guy you date to Caleb, because Caleb's awesome, and Jordan's lame. But it's like, she didn't really date anybody else that we know. Well, she could have been thinking about, like, everybody was like, well, who else did she date between them? And I'm like, well, she could have been talking about, like, Travis and all that. But anyway, yeah, she's basically, like, projecting her own feelings onto her mom. Hannah's like, he's an adult, not a pound puppy. Hannah, who are you kidding? Caleb is totally a pound puppy. Look at him. I love this line from Caleb. She's like, do you want me to do this or not? And he's like, not. I keep saying not, and you keep ignoring me. It's like, I don't know. I just want them to break up so bad. I can't even deal with this scene. Spencer's like, she shut her spy hole. Oh, Spencer. Oh, you're great. Oh, but, like, I don't like Spencer having a boyfriend problems. Like, it's not just Caleb. It's not just that situation. It's like, when she's obsessed with boyfriends, it's like, ugh, I just don't like it, because, like, she's so much more than this, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care if she has a boyfriend, I don't care if she's, like, having boyfriend problems, it's just, like, they're making her just all about him, and it's just, like, she's not the Spencer. I don't like what this is doing to her, either, like, her personality, like, she's not getting enough, good, like, storyline. Oh, wow, it's only been 1 week without him, and I already forgot about Liam until just now. Mona, oh my gosh, like, she's getting fired, basically. Her future's put in jeopardy, and she's like, oh, gee. And, like, seriously, she's been A. Why can't Spencer just tell her about A? Like, if anybody, like, should just be, like, discreet about A, it's gonna be Mona. Like, I don't know why she's not telling Mona about A. Like, it's just like Spencer doesn't even care enough to tell her the truth, and it's just like, she did that for you, Spencer. She told you about her mom's medical records for you, like, your mom's thing. Like, that's just crazy. Oh, and this scene with Ezra and Arya, like, talking about writing and stuff, I'm like, that is so accurate. Like, a lot of people that aren't writers are probably, like, so confused at the scene, but it's just, like, I don't know, I just really feel it, like, it's very accurate, except for when Ezra takes the laptop and holds it up against his chest like a freaking weirdo. Like, why is he typing like that? Who could type like that? I don't understand it. It's just, like, the weirdest thing ever. I don't know if, like, Ezra's being manipulative, but him saying, I'm spinning in place trying to be faithful to reality, and she's not held down by that. I mean, yeah, it's hilarious, because he's telling Arya she's not held down by reality, which is, like, epic, because she's never held down by reality. But if you've ever tried to write anything that was, like, a true story or a real thing, like, being tied down by reality is a hard cage to be in when you're writing something. Like, it's pretty hard, except for, like, I mean, I've done it before, and it's really hard to, like, not want to be faithful to reality, like, all the time, and it, you know, but, I've done it a couple times, and, like, the shorter the story you want it to be, or whatever, the harder it is, because you're just like, what do I leave in, what do I take out, and you really gotta, like, it's hard, it's like a challenge, it's a challenge to write a true story, more than a fiction, so, yeah. Arya has to go for a place lineup, obviously, and Tanner's just like, oh, Arya and Ezra, didn't I walk in on you too, like, when you were a teenager? But she doesn't really give a crap, and she's just like, interesting. But, she's being kind of stupid. It's just like, she's doing her job, I guess, but it's just like, Arya brings up a great point later, and, Tanner's just like, you gotta come in for a lineup, and Arya's like, oh crap, like, why is all the cops like, anything happens, these girls did it. It's just like, why do you think that? Like, you already know. Well, I'll get to that later. None of these girls in the lineup look like Arya. I just want to say that. Emily's so out of place in this garage thing. And that mechanic that she talks to is a woman. I was just like, really? That's weird. But this place looks janky. It's jacked up. It's just like, I cannot believe that's a woman. Like, I mean, that might be mean, but that looks like a dude. Everybody was saying it was a van. I'm glad they said on the show, it's an SUV. I'm like, yes, thank you. I don't even care about liking or knowing cars, but I know the difference between an SUV and a van. I mean, come on, people. It's just like, who would jack up a van? Like, I just don't even, I mean, unless you're like a monster truck driver or something. That's crazy. And Arya has a great idea to go watch and see who comes out as the witness. See, you know, they obviously come out the back. She knows that. She's probably been a witness several times, but it's got the person's got short blonde hair, it looks like, but it does not look like Sarah Harvey at all. And I don't think it is Sarah Harvey. I mean, it's just like, why would it be? You know what I mean? Why would Tanner take her seriously? I mean, she might, but seriously, I just don't think it is, because why wouldn't they just use Sarah? Like, why wouldn't they use Dre? Why did they use a random, fill-in person. I can't remember the, like, word for it right now. And then Emily takes a picture that she finds the SUV and blah, blah, blah. And then this person's acting... She's like, does this happen to be the friend that you let borrow it? And then she holds up a picture of Melissa. It's just like, Emily, you have pictures of all, like, the people you've ever suspected in your phone randomly, like, all the time. It's just like, really? When Arya wants to be a detective, she is good at it. She comes in and she's like, well, she sees the, witness report, or the witness statement, and she cleverly just, like, knocks the coffee over top of the file. And then, she reads the witness statement, and it just says, an attractive brunette with, like, pink dice keychain or whatever. And then Arya tells Tanner, like, the same thing I was thinking, like, 5 years ago, you found me and my friends underground. I think you would take what I have to say more seriously. And it's just like, yeah, really, because, seriously. And Tanner's like, I take every accusation seriously. It's like, some accusations don't hold as much weight as others. If she's saying somebody's trying to frame me, it's like, remember what happened 5 years ago when we were all framed and you found us kidnapped and locked in a bunker, like, and you saw us being played with like dolls? Like, even Tanner saw the video and was like, oh my gosh. And, like, the look on her face is like, what have I done? And it's just like, do you remember that, Tanner? Do you remember, like, you were so bent on, like, accusing these girls and their friends and Caleb, and then, like, you found them in a freaking dollhouse underground? Like, seriously, like, these girls need, like, police protection 24/7, and, like, I mean, I'm like, how can you even go there? That's what's messed up about, like, the whole justice system, police, everything. It's just, like, they take all the wrong people seriously. Like, you know, the people that call the police all the time and want to talk to them about all these crimes are usually the people that are, like, manipulative and, you know, committing crimes behind everybody's back. And not that I speak from personal experience of anybody I know. I'm just saying, like, these people that are buddy-buddy with all the police on purpose. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I secretly, like, do, like, felonies. You know, it's just like, and then the whole community's like, oh, they're such a pillar of the community. And you're like, they're a freaking criminal. They could be locked up for literally 30 years. I looked it up. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not talking about anyways. Well, you know, let's just, you know, that's just a little personal annoyance of mine. But anyway, you know, I don't really care to, like, be like, some police are freaking corrupt. They freaking are. And, you know, I don't care to say that because I'm not hiding anything. I'm not, like, trying to suck up to the cops for any reason. I mean, they've helped me out before, but I'm not some person that's, like, suck up to all of them, because some of them are corrupt, and I know that. These girls are me and my friends. They're, like, all huddled up talking to only each other at a party. It's like there's several other people there, and they're like, I don't want to talk to any of these people. I just want to talk to my real friends. Papa Hastings just waiting in the dark to attack his daughter about something else. And he just, like, tells her Caleb was in the house, and then you were hanging out with him on a park bench, and it's like, you're literally stalking your daughter, but okay. And then she goes off on him and is like, just, how, you know, she just goes off on him about everything, Melissa and such. And we find out that somebody was blackmailing Melissa, with information about, you know, Melissa killing Bethany and the confession tape. And he's like, Melissa didn't kill anybody. I'm like, yeah, except for the girl that she admitted that she killed. And, you know, but he's saying Melissa didn't kill Charlotte. A lot of people are confused. They're like, what? I'm like, no, he meant she didn't kill Charlotte, but she did kill Bethany. I mean, technically she buried her and that's what killed her, but, you know, she didn't hit her or anything. So yeah. I mean, somebody was blackmailing her before Charlotte died, so this their only reasoning probably isn't just, like, getting justice for Charlotte, or they were the person that killed him. I don't know. It's all confusing. We'll find out in 2 days. I'm recording this 2 days before the finale, so. Spence! Peter says, she got spooked, Spence. It's just like, are you trying to be funny? Because that's hilarious. Hannah looks awesome, but I can't understand Arya's shirt. I'm not saying I don't like it or anything, it's just I don't understand what's going on. Like, where are those parts leading to? Like, is she got on a full bodysuit that has a hole? I don't understand it. Hannah's like, if you guys got me some sort of toy, you're dead. That's hilarious. And then, guess who shows up at the door? an adorable Mona in some sort of shorts, set romper, cute, adorable outfit. It's just so adorable. And she made Hannah she brought Hannah this crazy thing that only a girl that's like a super obsessed teen friend would make or keep. It's like a scrapbook dream wedding they had when they were in 8th grade or something. And Ashley invites Mona in, and she's like, okay, I'm sure I'll go in. But, like, of course she goes in anyway, even though she's clearly not welcome. But it's just like, why is she not welcome? Why are you guys doing this to her? And then Ashley asks 21 questions about how well do you know the bride and groom. And it's just like, nobody's answering, but it's like surely Mona knows every single one of these. They're talking about her like she's not just like in the same room like 4 feet away. You know she can hear them. They're so mean. Nobody knows anything about Jordan or Hannah and Jordan's relationship because nobody cares about Jordan, especially Hannah. She doesn't give a crap. She's like not into it. And Mona's like being the polite friend type. And like, Mona knows all those answers though. It's like, why are you like pretending like you don't know? Hannah wearing white nail polish in this. I don't know why I'm obsessed with that. And then the thing goes crazy and starts blaring what sounds exactly like the siren from the dollhouse. I'm surprised more people weren't mentioning that, but it sounds exactly like it. Well, not exactly, but it's basically the same. And like, some sort of air blower, which I don't even know why Lucas has in his loft to begin with, is blowing air everywhere. And then, of course, Arya has to be the hero and go pick up a broken gift for no reason. It's just like, why did you do that? But then, like, she's standing near this really awesome fireplace. And, like, the fire comes out. I want one like that, actually. But not like that exactly, obviously. Because I don't want it to do that. But, it's pretty cool. And, like, fire comes out and, like, literally, like, burns her. I don't know how she's not more burnt. But she, like, falls over. And she looks like some sort of superhero, which is awesome. It's not Catwoman. It's Munchkin Catwoman. The miniature Catwoman. Munchkin Catwoman. Or lady. I don't know. It doesn't sound right. Munchkin Cat Lady. No, that makes it sound like she's a cat lady. Munchkin Kitty. I don't know. Arya seriously needs a superhero name. By day, she's an author. By night, she is Munchkin Cat Girl. Mona's in the background acting like this, like, serious, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened to all these strangers, and they're all her, like, best friends right now. And she's just acting so typical, like, oh, I couldn't believe it, oh my gosh. And then, of course, Spencer and Emily are talking about things, and then Toby texts Spencer to meet him, and she has this miniature flashback of that time in her dorm room, and then we finally figure out, like, kind of what it's about. And, they're having a pregnancy scare, and Toby's just, like, calmly drinking coffee, and it's just, like, I wondered why he was acting so weird the first time I saw the first, like, flashback. I was like, why is he acting like that? But then we see. She comes in the brew, and it's, like, daytime outside, and I'm like, what the heck? I thought it was night over at Lucas's loft. Like, how far away does Lucas live? Like, how many time zones away is it? Like, it's daytime in the brew. I'm like, why? I don't understand. But she has the full flashback, and they have this little conversation about how they're not wanting the same things out of life, and obviously Spencer's, like, not ready for this, and he shouldn't expect her to be, because, like, freaking, and she doesn't ever want kids, probably, and, I don't know, so many people have said so many things about this on Tumblr already, and everywhere, so I don't think I could add anything to what anybody has said, because I have various opinions that agree with a lot of different people, but I mean, you can look at it several different ways, but either way, this is very, very, very realistic. Like, props to Pretty Little Liars. They get things like this totally right. This is, like, 100% real. This is, like, too real almost. Just, like, is this even a TV show or just, like, reality? Like, this is so real. And Troyan and Keegan both nailed it. 100% perfect. Like, perfectly like reality. She is just on point for exactly how she should be acting. I'm just saying, Spencer should probably never have children. Like, just knowing her, no. I just don't think that would be a good idea at all. or Arya, or Hannah, or Emily. Maybe Emily, but none of, that's not possible even, but, I don't think so. Maybe Hannah, I don't know, because she would probably be just exactly like Ashley Marin, so, yeah, but definitely not Spencer, and definitely not Arya, or maybe Arya, just definitely not Spencer, for sure. And then she tells Toby the truth about why Caleb lied and said he did that. And Toby's like, I knew it. I knew he loved me and I loved him and he's wonderful. Toby takes it really well and he reacts like very graciously about this. And he's like, thanks for telling me. And then he's like, how are you about Spencer? It's just like, he's not brooding. He's not being like, well, Yvonne was really upset when she thought it was Caleb, or I was really upset. Like, he's not taking he's not trying to continue on with his own pity party. He just immediately switches over to asking how she is. Because he knows what they went through in the past, and he thinks of that. So he's showing a lot of really compassion, and just, I like it. Like, a lot of people don't like him still, but I'm like, in this scene, it's just like, yeah, though, but, like, instead of being like, boo-hoo me, like Ezra might, he's like, but I was very upset for a few minutes. Like, that's why I punched him. I did the right thing. I thought I was doing the right thing. Like, he's not trying to, justify his actions. He knows that she knows, he's not doing all that. He's just like, how are you, about Spencer. And it's really a nice gesture. She says almost had to make that choice. So that means the test was negative. I mean, Troyan even said that it was different, but like, I'm like, your own line. She said almost had to make that choice. Either Spencer lied to him or it was negative. So that's not, it's pretty clear that it was negative in the dialogue. And she's like crying. And then Toby says, she's just amazing, really strong. And then, like, she wipes some more tears away, and he's like, I guess I have a type. Which a lot of people were like, oh, he's trying to, like, get back with her. I'm like, no, he's just trying to comfort her and give her a compliment. It's just a compliment. He's like, I guess I have a type, meaning you're strong too, Spencer. And it's a compliment, and it's very genuine, I think, and I thought it was really nice. I was just, like, crying when I was watching this the first time. Because it's like, oh, I do want them together, but, like, I don't just think it's cute because I want them together. He's actually that was a nice thing to say. You know what I mean? She's the one that asked about Yvonne, so he's not trying to, like, lump them together. He's just trying to, compliment her, and it's a very good compliment. And, it's what she needed to hear, so I think it was really nice. They seem so much more in love than her and Caleb. Like, I don't think her and Caleb are in love. It's just all about fantasy, Morocco, Madrid stuff. And then A sends a hilarious emoji about, you didn't take me seriously, so I had to light a fire under your butt. Literally. It's kind of funny, but A's still kind of lame. And then Ezra shows up randomly to be with Arya in the hospital, and I think Hannah called him, and then he's brought her some stuff. He brought some magazines, and he brought her favorite t-shirt, which is crazy. Like, somebody said it wasn't the same t-shirt. I'm not sure if it is exactly the same t-shirt, but like in real life, like the same prop t-shirt, but I think it's supposed to be like the same t-shirt, which is weird. I mean, it was like from 5 years ago and he still got it, but it was her favorite t-shirt, and I'm like, that is just crazy sweet. But I mean, as much stuff as I'm like, oh, Ezra, like this whole entire scene is just adorable, and I'm like, this scene made me want them together. Like, this is the scene that made me, like, this and this alone. He says he's got gummy bears, and Arya makes a face, and he's like, don't be scared. I'm like, wait, why do you think that? But also, it's just like, in like, a funny theory would be like, he says, I've got gummy bears, and she's like, oh my gosh, where did you get those? Did you get those from Spencer's bag? Because if so, we're not eating those. Toby did that one time, and I just can't go there. That's just, no, we'll not get into that, but, I just want her to be like, Gummy bears? From where? Spencer? No, we can't eat those. She almost tells him about A, and then she chickens out. And somebody was like, well, the bros said she was blaming herself for him, blah, 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 and all this other stuff, if you listen to it. But I don't agree with that. I think that, I mean, no disrespect to them, but I just think she's just chickening out of telling him about A. She's like, it wasn't an accident. And he's like, what? And she's like, it was my fault. I was standing too close to the thing. I don't think she's like I don't think she even feels guilty about it. I think she just chickened out of telling him about A. And that's pretty much just the base of it. Just as simple as that. Hannah apologizes to her mom, and they're cute and everything. And then she's like, Ashley's like, can I ask you something? And I just wanted her to be like, I just wanted her to ask her something about Caleb, and we all thought she was going to, but she's like, why are you being so mean to Mona? And I'm like, wow, that's an even better question. Thank you, Ashley Marin, because I didn't know Ashley would be like that about Mona, you know, because she used to, like, not trust her. And it's just like, yes, thank you. That's what we all want to know. She's like, why are your friends icing out Mona? And I'm like, yes, Ashley Marin, you're the real MVP of this everything. You're awesome. You brought up pink drinks, and you're defending Caleb and Mona. You're like the greatest. Like, Ashley Marin for the win every time. She's just the greatest. This is the best thing ever. Like, I mean, as much as, like, this scene with, he actually seems so sweet and genuine here. Ezra reading to Arya from the fashion catalog, and he's just like, this season's all about, like, prints and blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, stripes or whatever it is. And, like, it's just, like, it's so hilarious that he's even reading these. He's like, and how you can incorporate them into your wardrobe. It's, like, the funniest thing ever, but, like, she's obviously, like, smitten about it. And it's just, like, that is so sweet. But he, like, stops, and he's like, okay, I can't read this. And I'm like, oh, no, you gotta keep reading it. That's the funniest thing ever. It's almost as hilarious as Ian's smoothie commercial for Sheets. If you haven't seen that, go look it up. Ian Harding Sheets commercial, and he's just like, smoothie. It's the funniest thing. He would be so mad at me for, like, spreading that too. I mean, he doesn't know me, but, like, he's like so embarrassed. So go tease him about it on Twitter as well. He even makes, like, an almost gagging sound. He's like, And the way she says, it's informative. It's just, like, so cute. Her voice, like, cracks a little bit. It's so cute. They're, like, this scene, they're at, like, a married couple. Totally. It's just, I mean, if you just took everything about this couple from the past and future away from them and just showed somebody this scene, you're like, yes, them. Yes. I want them together. Definitely. But it's like, there's so much stuff, but it's just like, this scene is just too cute. I can't, even though I'm, like, not fully on board with them being together, this scene is just adorable. Maybe it helps that Ian looks really attractive here for some reason. I love him in, like, plain clothes and, like, t-shirts and dirty clothes. I don't know. She says, I come with or something about her writing baggage, you know, and she's like, wanting to make you proud, and he starts to say I, so I think he was going to tell her, I am proud of you, you know, and then Liam comes in, and I don't really have a problem with Liam, but, like, he comes in and kisses Arya, and, like, Ezra literally, like, turns his head away quickly, like, he can't even watch. I'm just like, yeah, they're still probably gonna, yeah, they still have feelings. That would be rough, but anyway. I almost feel sorry for Ezra. He's like, hey, congratulations, and holds up his hand like, crap. And then he's like, I feel better. And, like, he says it's so sad. It's just like, I kind of feel sorry for him there. Like, he's not even poor me at all. He's just like, well, I better go. But it's just kind of sad. Then Spencer calls Javon, like, trying to be the bigger person and taking the high road where not much traffic is. And, you know, that's just what you gotta do, I guess. But I just don't see that happening. But she had to, you know what I mean? Like, she just felt like she had to extend that olive branch. So, yeah. I mean, I've personally been in situations, like, where, you know, some girl that, you know, is dating your ex, like, hates you for some reason, and you're like, I didn't even do anything wrong, but I'm gonna still be nice to you just to, you know, because it's the right thing to do. And, like, you literally go your way to be nice to them just to be like, I'm not partaking in this, you know, like, cattiness. So, yeah. I mean, it's a good, just, it's a good feeling to do it. So, girls, do it. It's so sad. Mona's like, story of my life, good intentions turned to trash. Talking about that book or whatever. And, or that scrapbook thing. And then she's wearing the cutest outfit ever. And then Emily's, like, watching her walk away. And we're like, and then she sees, Mona have this pink keychain thing, pink dice keychain, and she's like, I can't talk about it here, and Emily's like, get in the car, and it's just like, whoa, sassy. Emily's laying the law down. So, yeah, and Mona looks just so adorable in this outfit. I can't get over it. I just love that. But anyway, we don't really get an A ending for this episode. It was just that creepy woman named Patty, that looked like a dude, just, wiping off the paint of that other vehicle and that thing, that, whatever, and, that's the ending. We didn't see A really, but we saw that A had paid her to say that, or not let her, whatever, and so that was the ending, and I'm not really going to go too much into, like, talking about anything else for right now, because I'm doing the next episode, like, probably tomorrow or the next day, and, before the finale. So, I'm just going to save, like, my predictions, blah, 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 and all that stuff, talking about it, for that. I'll wait for the next one, because I'm doing them so close together. But these are hard. Like, it's not so much hard to watch it and talk about it, it's just, like, I know I'm going to have to go through all the picture putting up and the video making and everything. And I, it's hard to have time to do stuff. But anyway, I had time the last couple weeks, so, and I'm doing some other projects. Check out, well, I have some other writing projects and things. I'm a writer. I have put my blog on here, so check that out. And I also have, chanillo.com, if you haven't heard of it. Just check that out. I'm not going to put a link, but I have a link on my blog if you're interested. You can search through my blog and see, find that on there somewhere. I posted it in my blog. But I will post the link to my blog to this video, because I always do. But anyway, if you're only interested in Pretty Little Liars, it's probably not. But if you, like, think I'm funny or whatever, and are curious about my writing, then I'm not trying to be funny. I don't even know. It's just a Pretty Little Liar review. I don't know. I just like to talk. And, I thought I'd give this a try this season. I doubt I'll be doing it next season. I'm not sure yet. But we shall see. I might just do randoms, like random episodes or random, like, subjects about the show after it's over, or maybe, like, during the hiatus. I'm not sure. Like the couple of videos where it's, like, talking just about Spencer, or talking just about, like, the finale that sucked with the CC and all that. Something like that. Maybe I'll just stick to subjects. So I'm not sure yet. But for this season, I'm going to try to finish it out, because I started it and I want to finish it. So, it's been a lot of fun and work. But, I will try to do it. I'm talking too much. So, I guess that's all. So, okay, love you. Bye-bye.